And one of the cases that we're going to focus on tonight is Trump v. Slaughter 2025. Let me give you a rundown, and then I have Suleiman speak on it in just a second. The issue is whether Trump could remove FTC Commissioner Rebecca Kelly Slaughter without cause. As you all know, Ms. Slaughter is a Black FTC commissioner. Usually when an FTC commissioner is assigned, they go for a certain period of time, and the president can't just arbitrarily remove them. They're supposed to be independent from any political speak or whatever. The not the president at stake, meaning the court case at stake, is Humphrey's executor 1935, which limited the presidential removal power over independent agencies. Like Suleiman said at the beginning, these independent agencies include FTC, SEC, and the Federal Reserve. What the court is signaling, they started this court case last week, end of last week, and as you know, some of you may know, you can listen in to Supreme Court arguments. They just don't have cameras in there. And as we listen in to the Supreme Court argument, the conservative justice, the 5 conservative justices suggested overturning or weakening the president, citing separation of power. Uh, 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 that's kind of crazy. Ketanji Brown had a lot to say about that. The impact if the Supreme Court does expand his power would give Trump direct control over agency regulating finance, consumer protection, and elections.
He wants to change the election process, mainly so that people who don't look like him have a more difficult time voting, or people who don't vote Republican have a difficult time voting. That's what they want to do from an election standpoint. From a fiscal standpoint, what he wants to do is put someone in the position of the young lady you just spoke about. I can't remember her title, but what he wants to do is put someone there that is going to essentially steal from the American public and give to his rich buddies. Why the United States government or the taxpayers of this country would want to put any financial organization or agency under Donald Trump is amazing to me. This is a man who's been bankrupt 4 times, started on home plate with what his father set him up with, and he's failed throughout his life. Why would you want to put anything economically underneath this man? The more important piece is what happens in 4 years when he's not president and somebody else comes in. Is the Supreme Court going to turn around, and if it's a Democrat, they're going to say, oh, now we're going to put strangleholds on the presidential power. I mean, that's what it seems like they're trying to do, is let's give him all the powers now to wreck the government and how we do business. And then in 4 years, when he's no longer there, people will bring cases to the Supreme Court and they'll try to overturn, which is what Republicans do all the time, which is we're going to try to put everything in place to prevent people from having a fair shot. But if they overcome that and get over that hump, then we're just going to cheat. We're just going to go to Supreme Court, who's already bought and sold, and have them change the law to benefit the people that we want to be in charge.